Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me make sure we do a volume check. There it is. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. Me and my 4 children, who are all adults now. I use my channel as a pointer to mental health awareness, and I advocate for people to please, if you sense or notice some bad patterns in your life, please seek out help. Just call somebody, because there are people who can help you facilitate those patterns that you've observed in your life and help you to get your emotional, mental world to the point where you can have a beautiful life. So good morning. Okay, good morning. How y'all doing? I really wasn't going to go live this morning. I wasn't. And it wasn't that I was feeling bad or anything. I was just like, I don't know. I'm just not going to go live today. But then I thought, no. Because, I'm very resilient. Good morning, Monique. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Fatima girl. Good morning. I hope y'all got up on the right side of the bed this morning, and I hope y'all are having a fantastic morning. And if not, then maybe I can make it better, okay? Because we're going to certainly be dealing with that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Hey, Barat, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, guys. What's up, Deidre? Hey, girl. Hey, good morning. Let me push this back a little bit. I'll show a little bit more of the background. Good morning. Just waiting for some other people to come in. Don't forget to thumbs up the live on your way in. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? What's up, Edmund? How you doing? Oh, good morning, Mimi. Good morning. Hi from Turkey. Good morning, Turkey. I don't know what time it is in Turkey, though. I have no idea. Good morning. Y'all come on in, because we're going to talk about that knowledge of the tree of good and evil. I got a treasure for y'all this morning. Like, what is that? 7 p.m. Well, good evening. But anyway, we're going to get into the morning song, just a little piece, okay? Because, this is going to be a great conversation and a wonderful live. Don't know where it's going, though, because we never know exactly where it's going. Money Lock Channel, tapping in from South Central LA. Good morning. How you doing? Dead Hand 88, only one. Hi, good morning. So let's sing the morning song. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, okay? Good morning. Okay. Hey, David. Good morning. Da 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 da. Good morning. Good morning. We're 1 minute before noon, my time. Good morning. Da 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 da. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. We got 9 likes, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Good morning. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Robbie. Good morning. Goat Live. Good morning. Steve Johnson. Good morning, Steve. Kylie in the building. Matthew. Hold on, we don't need any new mods right now. Good morning, Trucker's Wife. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, girl. How you doing? I hope you got up on the right side of this morning and right side of the bed this morning. And I hope that you're having a good day so far, Trucker's Wife. Can I be a mod, please? We're not choosing mods right now, y'all. We're waiting until the channel get a little bit bigger. I'm dropping on my first video tonight. I'm so nervous. Oh, on YouTube? Y'all subscribe to Fatima. Put your link in the chat, boo-boo. Don't be nervous, girl. It's chemo time. Okay. All right. You can do this, Trucker Wife. You got this. I'm glad, girl. What's up, William? I'm looking for the like button. So William, the three dots on the screen right there, you should see three dots on your screen. Just tap it and just hit the thumbs up. It's good afternoon now. Go. I know because it's 12, right? Good evening. I love your new hairstyle, especially the color. It makes you look fresh. Thank you so much. Or hold the screen. So, okay. It's Fatima with a Y. Okay, yes. Okay. All right. So good morning. Good morning to you, and you. I want to say this morning, first of all, I just want to say I love y'all. Okay. I love y'all as much as I can. There's Fatima's link in the chat. That's my niece, y'all. Y'all go check her out. Okay. Trucker's wife, you got this. My house looks so cozy. It is cozy. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just standard house that I love. Okay. 3 dots on the screen. Y'all tap it up. So, the knowledge of the good and evil. Thank you, Tima. The knowledge of the good and evil. Because the tree. How many of y'all know you're the tree? I thought about this last night. Because I was really getting into the duality of us as humans. So one of the content creators did a little video responding to something she had heard on our podcast. I say our podcast because y'all be here with me, so it's ours. It's ours. So she was talking about me saying that the Bible has been tampered with. I don't know if y'all agree or not. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. And then she talks about people saying, not me, saying that because it had been tampered with, it's no good. Like, I don't have to believe or do what it say because it's no good because it's been tampered with. Thank you, Lee. Good morning, Missy Lou. Hey, y'all. Trashy Death, good morning. So, but I didn't say that. I say I find value in the book. I also said that King James and his entourage, humans, have edited and altered the book. That's what I said. And I really feel like that it's a combination of, as far as the authenticating the authors, we cannot. And then it's a combination of beautiful, brilliant men and women in my mind that wrote their ideas about God. That's what I think. Okay. All right. So she said, well, Cheryl, you talk about coaches and you talking about counselors and therapists and stuff like that, and they wrote these psychology books. Well, then, so her argument is that man wrote those, so what say ye, which is me, about that? So then I'm saying, well, at least these people were there in my lifetime, so they can be authenticated. And also the idea, me, of the type of person that I am, like I'm a natural born investigator, like born to look at you, to gaze at you, to get to know you, and to wonder about what lies beneath in Trucker's Wife, what lies beneath in Fatima, what lies beneath in Missy Lou, what lies beneath in anybody that I've ever met, even whether or not I've met you in the flesh or I see you right from your mind and you right on the screen. It doesn't matter. I just, Free Palestine. Hey, good morning. I just noticed that I'm curious about you and all the different layers of you. That's me. That's just how I think. So her point is that, well, Cheryl, man wrote psychology books and men and women are still writing, right? I love that because I can go and see the author and then I could get into their psyche or to the mind of that person. I love that. And okay, so anyway, let me get this person out because we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that this morning. Good morning. We're not gonna do that. So it's the layers for me. There's a lot of Christians that only read Old Testament because the New Testament has changed so much, and I agree. Okay. So the New Testament has changed so much, and you agree with that. So you subscribe to the Old Testament. That resonates more with you. And I think the Jewish Bible and the Quran, too, is a lot about the Old Testament. Thank you, Duke. Good morning. King James was black too, you know. I didn't know King James was black. And so I can't even speak on that because my understanding is that he was Caucasian. That's my understanding. So I don't know why y'all are saying King James was black. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. I just want to look. Yeah, the old books of the Bible is called the Torah. I'm aware of that. Hold on for 1 second. Because somebody else said that one time before.
Oh, yes.
What?
They do 2 trash lines. They do the recycling bin first and then the regular.
Hold on. So this is kind of throwing me off because I'm not focused on King James. But I'm going to look that up right quick because I get tired of folks saying that. They're saying that he was Scottish. They're saying that King James was Scottish. All characters of the Bible were black. King James didn't come from the Bible. King James did not come from the Bible. Okay? Yeah, so, okay, so let me move on from there because, you know, that was a distraction. But I heard somebody else say it, so I got to get past that. So, Tima said, good morning, Monet. They say good morning.
Because I might need to do my nails, girl.
Yes, I mean, everybody. There's a scholar, I'm not going to call his name, a scholar that I love, and he's been around for a long time. And I'm talking about when I say he's a scholar, he's a scholar. His information is over at one of the bigger universities. I think he's at Howard University. And he always said that he was Caucasian. So I'm just going to, because this man is known around the world as one of the smartest people ever. So he's not black. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Okay? Tima said next week is her vacation. All right, so let's get into it.
Okay.
So, I guess y'all don't understand how live streaming go. She come over here, she say, hey, cousin. She see that we having an intellectual, intelligent conversation, right? And you just can't throw like, hey, cousin. The only thing she had to do was get on her phone and go inside the chat and say, hey, y'all, because that's what y'all communicate.
Well,
but
I wouldn't know. She said, hey, if you wouldn't say nothing. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Can y'all get these lights up? Can y'all get the lights up? Hey, Latoya. How you doing, boo? Good morning. I see all of you guys are speaking and loving on each other. Thank God for that. All right. So we're not in a discussion whether or not King James was black. That's not the point. We're talking about the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which is you and me. We're talking about the duality. We're also talking about, I want to just say, when I was talking about the other content creator, she was saying that psychology, because everybody knows psychology is my thing, right? It's my thing. It's the thing that turns me on. It's the thing that gets me so excited. Deep conversations, what life is, spirit, and awesome people is what I love. This is called the deep lane, right? You guys are deep laners, right? So let's get into the deep lane. So she was saying that the books, the psychology books, are written by people, and those are ideas. But for the same argument, it's the same thing with any type of biblical literature or anything that we've ever read about scripture, whether it's the Quran, the Jewish Bible, or the King James Bible. It's all the same. Man thought, therefore man wrote, or woman thought, therefore she writes. There is nothing that you can see on a physical plane that wasn't thought about before it was created. Okay? That's period. Can y'all at least get with me on that? Can y'all agree to that? There is nothing that you see on a physical plane that exists physically that you can sense with your senses and your vision and all that. What that wasn't thought about before it was created. Nothing. Not these glasses. This right here was in the mind of a human before it was created. So was this polish. So was this ring. So was this little t-shirt. So were my pants. So was this unit I got on. So is this earring. As a man thinketh, or a woman, that's how we start to create. It's the ideas. Well, my idea this morning is that you and I, we are the tree of the knowledge of the good and the evil. We possess both. That is what you call the duality. Okay? It's the duality of you. I'm not. Cheryl Grabowski is not all good. Cheryl Grabowski is some bad. That's the light, the shadow, the good, the bad, the day, the night. It's just a duality. Up, down. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a positive and a negative to everything, including you. Okay? Now, okay, so Mike, things do get invented by accident, but there was a thought before the accident happened. So maybe they had intentions for something else, but then something else came about. But either way, Mike, they were thinking. See what I'm saying? They were thinking. Thank you, Brim Fide. I thank you. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm gonna get into the comments with y'all, but just let me get my thoughts out first, so we can, have the conversation. So it's about, to me, the duality. So the the idea of sin always comes in, whether it's the Jewish Bible, whether it's the King James Bible, New Testament or Old, whether it's the Quran, it doesn't matter. The idea of sin comes in there. The good and the evil. We're gonna be this tree. We're gonna be an apple tree versus a pear tree, because the apple tree is good, but the pear tree is bad. No, not today. Today is Tuesday. What is it? The 4th or the 5th? What is it? Because we want to settle this today. June 4th. June 4th, henceforth and forevermore. We were created from day one from the duality. We're both good and we're both evil. Okay? Now, we're gonna backtrack that a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the discussion. So when you backtrack it, then we go into our creator, because someone created all of this, or someone's, right? So all of this, we're the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's our duality. Some people say it's the good nature or in the sin nature, or it's the difference between the spirit and the flesh. It doesn't matter. We're composed of both. It doesn't matter. However, so as above, so as below. So it's all the up and the down, heaven and the hell, good and bad, evil and good. Now we're going to backtrack and go to the very beginning, like I said, the creator. Now you got God, and then you got the evil one. And what I'm saying, it's not two of them. It's one. That's my thought. Let's go. Y'all tell me what you think. That's it. I hope I was able to show you. Hey, Daniel, what y'all think about that? There's no, like God and then devil. It's one. Just like me. I'm not all good. I'm not all bad. I'm both. It's the duality. It's me. Y'all bring let me know. Y'all smart folks. Let me know what you think, cause honey, I'm done. You are the knowledge of the tree of both good and evil. Is you. Okay. Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which then caused sin and bad things in the world. This world was supposed to be nothing but peace, but we wanted to be like God. Okay? God is everything. He's both darkness and light. Thank you, Josie. Good morning, JC Moss. Good morning. I was taught that too, Cheryl. Okay. Thank you, Trucker's wife. Did Eve know how to twerk, though? I don't know. Chef Dennis said, wrong. Okay. So, Chef Dennis, if it's wrong, then why is it wrong? Because I just showed you that it's absolutely right. Now, it's a hard pill to swallow for some people who follow doctrine. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the doctrine doesn't teach that. But thank you, Emmy Young. But I'm 53 now, right? I don't know how old you are, Chef, and the people in the chat. Can y'all let me know how old y'all are in the chat? Because I want to know who I'm talking to. That's why God gave us the right to choose from the good or the evil. The right to choose, I don't see a choosing there, Trucker's wife. I just see it being what it is. I think we are both, period, without shame, without guilt, without anything negative to it. We are both, and you can absolutely own both. And I feel like over time you learn how um, to live in this world and be a better person and know how to treat people. Darkness has nothing to do with the light. Absolutely nothing. There's no such thing as darkness, just less light. God has nothing to do with anything evil. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all gonna make me jump back into my we all have the right to choose whoever some people's choices are limited. However, some people's choices are limited. We are the only planet giving individual free will. Well, how do you know that? You can't authenticate that either. 47. Okay. There are things in this world that can't be backtracked to the root. But I do know something can't come from nothing. And for a reaction, there must be action. Okay? Trucker, you're right. The ultimate goal is to make it to heaven. It's for us to decide to obey. Just wanted to say your stream always makes my day a little better. Thank you, Bustin' Rob. We choose both paths knowingly or unknowingly. I like that. All right. So, hey, Sonia, good morning. I got you back in here. I'm sorry again. So, my understanding, and this is where I sit now, after 53 years of living, after being taught by my mother, the things that she believed, and then after becoming a born-again Christian in a Pentecostal denomination, went on to non-denominational. From there, and this is like a 17 year span, becoming very aware of the doctrine, and also looked into some other things, and just all my living and observation and all of my deepness, because y'all know we call this the deep lane. I've never heard anything so crystal clear, other than we are the duality. We're good and evil. And the thing is, when you stop wrestling with it, if you're wrestling with it or resisting it, you're just maybe processing it. But when you get it, then it's all good. I did study alchemy, Cheryl. I was taught a lot of this in that practice back then. Okay. Well, I haven't studied alchemy at all. Earn what? My rent's, okay. I'm sorry, son. There you go. There you go, boo. I gave it back. So you should see it in your next comment. So you say that they study this in alchemy. And that's why I tell y'all, the only thing that I really ever studied was the Bible. I love you too. That's it. Other than that, I've not studied anything. You see what I'm saying? So it just makes sense to me. If you can look within the deepest regions and rhythms of your own soul, because this is in you. You've got to be able to see you, because there's nothing really that exists but you. It all has to do with what you want to believe and how you were raised. But looking that good at 53, hot damn, I know that's right. Thank you, boo. But yeah, it's you. You know, to me, in alchemy, teach that God and the devil are the one and the same. Well, that's how I see it. Because that's how I see me. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm not going to, that's what I'm saying. When you can go into your own soul and see you for who you are 24/7, 24 hours a day for years. And people around me always say I'm a good person. They always say that. Even the ones that live in the house with me, they get mad at me. But at the end of the day, they like, Mama, I just believe you're more good. Even my kids. See what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, because I know the deepest rhythms and regions of my own soul, in my own self. You see what I'm saying? In my own self, in my deepest thoughts. I don't say if I'm having an evil thought or a bad thought or something bad going on, I don't say it's the D evil. I've taken the D evil off the, just gone. Because then I have to own my own stuff. And I say this too, in believing that the D evil is outside of you, then how do you take responsibility for the things in you that are no good? Earth is a living soul. The galactic beings that created us in their image specifically gave us individual free will. Yeah. So if you're believing that that force or that entity outside of you or that thing can come and possess you, and that when something negative and bad and sinful is happening, it's that entity and it's not you, then how do you hold yourself accountable? I'm just asking. For people who think like that, because that's how I used to. I bind the devil, I used to say, in the name of Jesus. I used to say. Now I don't do that. I just say, devil, well, I'm feeling bad, or I want to do something bad. Then I ask myself, why? Why do I want to do that? You know what I'm saying? What is the reason why? You see? So it's not that anymore. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like, on a serious note, I feel like as people climb in their consciousness, going back to you, your soul, because see, the Bible, really, the church, and the idea that there's something outside of you, really, is like it's down here. Because it's you. You're the living being. You're the God thing. You're the God person. It's you. Along with that, we're from the earth, right? So the evil or the carnality or the de-evil or the devil is a part of you too. So I feel like the teaching of that, you binding devils and doing things like that, I think that it contributes to some type of mental illness. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're confessing or professing to be so holy, and obviously everybody around you knows that you're not, you might be trying to obtain this thing that you call righteousness or holiness, but you're still human. Never stop being human until you come outside of this computer. Because that's what the body is. Cheryl, I think people that misunderstand you, and what you say misunderstands life and then themselves too. I think so too. I really do. Because it's obviously another level, period. It really is. And so yeah, I've been working and journeying for a long time. I think God knows that ain't nobody perfect. That's why we have to repent. Ain't no sin gonna go unpunished. Those that know better will be whooped with many stripes. Oh, girl. I mean, Jason Moss. This is terrible. So, you're thinking, is this where you are? Obviously, because you typed. Okay, I think God knows that ain't nobody perfect. Um, yeah, but the literature doesn't say that, Jason Mouse. There's a story of Ananias and Sapphira. Okay, there's a story of a husband and a wife, and the two prophets have a conversation, and they say, "Listen, God has instructed. The Holy Spirit has spoke to us to tell the people. Uh, we're gonna we're gonna break down. Give us your earthly things, and then we're gonna convert it into one pot, and then we're gonna disperse it or whatever amongst everybody evenly, so everybody can eat and everybody can have. But if you lie to us, then you're going to die." That's the story, right? The story is so rigid, so rough, and so raw. The story is so horrible and so terrible on all different sides. Because first of all, Ananias and Sapphira, you've told plenty of lies. You told plenty of lies. I'm just gonna hold on. Okay, Sonya. So first of all, prophet number one and prophet number two, both of you guys are liars. Why? You say, Cheryl, why are you saying that? Because you're human. You're liars. You've lied too. You just told plenty lies. But today, Ananias and Sapphira got to die because they lied. Today, because you said, the Holy Spirit said to you, this is a story. I don't believe one word of it, but I'm just saying it's the story. So this man and this woman, because this is what they're saying, and I get it. This is my stuff. I've worked for this. And I might not, I want to give you a portion of it, but I want to give you all my stuff. You know what I mean? It's not right. It's not right. So when people read the story, they say because the Holy Spirit said to the prophets, then God said it, so you got to do it. But nobody questions whether or not it's right or not. It's not right. You're making me you're giving me an option. I either obey you or I die. So when I was married to my Caucasian husband, one day I told him about this story because this story intrigues me. Okay, this is just one thing that's imprinted upon my brain. So I tell my husband, I said, listen, what would you do? He said, Cheryl, let me tell you what I do. He said it so quick. He said, I would give them, because the husband and the wife, they both died. They said that they were gonna do, they had to go in individually and report to the apostles what they had, the prophets, apostles, one of them. And they lied because they held some back for themselves, right? Which shouldn't have been no problem with that. Okay. So, but when they went in there, the husband died, the wife died, they pulled them out of there and buried both of them. Okay. Everybody else, I guess they gave them money. But I asked my husband, I said, well, husband, y'all, it's 3 dots on the screen. Y'all thumbs up the live for me, okay? I appreciate it. So I asked the husband, I said, what would you do? He said, I would give them everything they asked me for. We would melt our stuff down, liquidate it, and give them the money. And then he said they would never see me another day in their life because I would give them what they asked for because just in case God said it, they can have it. That's what he said. But that'll be the last time you ever see me. And out of all the Christians that I asked that question to, everybody was so scared. I'm talking about in my real life, like not the Bible story, but in my life. Because that story scared the shit out of me when I was much younger. And I read it, and my sense of my moral compass told me that it was wrong. The story was just wrong. It was wrong on the apostles' part. God had no business telling them to say that. Because it sounds like to me that those two people, even though they say they heard from God, how in the world I'm supposed to know that? And then my thing is, if you heard that from God, then let him give you all the resources and leave me alone. See what I'm saying? But out of all the Christians that I asked, nobody answered it the way that my ex-husband did. He said he gonna get the prophets everything they ask for. You can have it, but you won't get no more from him, because he said that'll be the last time you see him. And I thought, oh my God, it was the best answer I had had in my whole life. I didn't come up with it. I just didn't know what was going on. See what I'm saying? And I thought about that. I was like, you know what? And that's why some people have done in their lifetime. They've just left these churches because these churches did too much. They wanted too much and they said too much. I'm just saying that something cannot come from nothing. So there needs to be someone, or rather something, that indicate, initiate. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. First of all, God didn't told you to tell me to give all my stuff to you. No, he did not. And I'm saying, if the only thing it takes, because see, y'all, part of my church trauma is being around a lot of people that God said things to, and God never said anything to those people. And if God did say those things to them, he wasn't talking to me. You see what I'm saying? So over time, I saw these people run amok and actually watch 10, 15 years down the road when God ain't told them nothing. It was a lie. It wasn't real. And it was a lot of them. I don't want you to think that was 2, 3 people. I don't want you to think that. But that's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. And over these years, I've watched it over and over as a good, devout Christian myself with a consecrated lifestyle. I want one of them ones. You see what I'm saying? And I realized God ain't said nothing. God ain't said nothing to them people. He really didn't. Hey, Prior, good morning. What I could never understand, if God talks to a prophet, then why can't he talk to me himself? Well, I tell you what, they got something for that. The doctrine got something for that. They literally got something for that. And to me, it reminds me of narcissism. Because why you get all these privileges with God and I don't? Like you said, Katrina, why God talking to you? Why he can't talk to me? Well, in the narcissist's mind, they're better than you, smarter than you, wiser than you anyway. You see what I'm saying? But when you follow them home, they're not doing what the Bible say, but they want you to do it. It's just now, I'm 53 now. Now when I look back, oh my God. Can you imagine what it looks like to me? Now I know about personality disorders. Now I know about grave mental illnesses in people who say that they hear from God. And actually, their brain is just brain, and God ain't got nothing to do with none of it. You see what I'm saying? And then I've watched people over the years submit to this. And oh my God, what has been done to them? I've watched wives submit to these kinds of preacher husbands, and vice versa. And look at what has happened to them. You know, they died miserable lives. They got older. They were getting sicker the whole time. They never had a chance to live life and do things that they didn't have any peace in their home because they were dealing with mentally ill, narcissistic, spiritual people. I'm just saying, everybody is not like that. But my name is Grabowski. This has been my life. And I just want to warn you, don't hand your life over to people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because if you do, that's your fault. But you didn't do what you were supposed to do. What do you mean? Study to show yourself approved. I absolutely did. But God is in Jesus. It's a question. Thank you, Rob. Indigenous Queen. So, borderline, narcissist, bipolar, etc. All this, especially in the churches where all of this super spiritual hocus pocus, laying on of hands and deliverance, those are words to watch out for. When you hear those kinds of words, go far, go away from it. Don't deal with it. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling you, don't bother with it. North Carolina, Cheryl, I know a pastor that was actually looking for a new wife. Well, his wife was on her deathbed, narcissist. And then this will be the type of person, Sonya, narcissist. Because this will be the type of person that says, well, I this is what would justify it. Well, she's about to go into heaven, right? And I don't want to be alone. And legally means scripture wise, what's biblical, I don't have to be alone, because when she passes away, I'm free. That's what they would say. This is what a Christian preacher would say. I'm free, according to the Bible, the literature, to marry again, but morally and emotionally, he's wrong. But there's not a big morals and emotional compass in Scripture. Did y'all not know that? I learned lots of bad behavior from religious people. Really bad. Okay? Because it has nothing to do with your it has nothing to do with your real moral compass. That's why narcissists love the Bible or religion. It says this. But you don't supposed to need that. You're supposed to have a built-in compass. See what I'm saying? Yes, everyone does sin. Of course they do. Thanks. Brain of my own, never been a follower. You could tell me anything before. You don't want to do it. I'm just saying, do what you want. Do what you want. It's your life. But when I'm saying, narcissistic people cannot survive on their own. They need you to hand your will and your power over to them. And they want that more than anything. What's up, the dad, father? They want it more than anything. You watch, you take note of what I tell you now. They want you to come and bring your body. They want you to bring your talent. And they want you to bring your time. They want you. They're not trying to set you free. They're trying to captivate you. That's the difference. That's the difference what I do versus what they do. Do you see what I'm saying? Eternal Faith say you are speaking facts. Do I love alone? What does that mean? I don't like how everyone was coming at me because I was speaking on my wife. Table was turned. All the women would have said, girl, leave him. Terrence, I think I remember what you, because I was telling you to get therapy or see if you could take her to therapy, right? So what do you do? Just curious, what's the difference? What I do is I understand that the life force, the creator, is in me, right? And this life that I live I'm on a journey. You understand? And as I pay attention to my own soul, there's freedom in that. I make sure, very sure, because I've been captivated before, that I do not allow anyone I don't hand my power over to people. And I make sure nobody makes me busy, too busy, bringing what they want to pass. See what I'm saying? This is the thing about life. You can't live this life for everybody else. Because Listen, look through the pages of history. You find a person that gathers a lot of people, right? To bring their mind or their vision or whatever it is that they want out of this world to pass. Meanwhile, they don't care nothing about what you want. I'm telling you guys, figure out what you want and then do that. But don't let anybody capture you. And then you bring their will to pass. Don't do that. Because in the very day and time that you need them, they are not going to be there. That's what I'm telling you. That's the difference. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Terrence. They're not going to be there. Thank you so much. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it. If you but there are some people here that they grew up very religious, and it's just how they've always moved, and they like to go and they like to be a part of whatever is going on, the program, the singing, or whatever like that, because it makes them feel like a better person, makes them feel good, and makes their conscience feel good. I'm not talking to you, because you're one of them people that it's just like going to the movies or going on a vacation, just something that you like to make yourself feel good. But I'm talking about the ones that love so good and love so strong that you would give your life for a person or a ministry that you feel like got your back. But I'm telling you, they won't have your back. And don't ever do that. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you do more research. Okay, Katrina, thank you so much. That's all I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't want anybody that's ever came over here or hurt me. Do not allow yourself to be captured and to lose yourself, whether it's in a personal relationship with a narcissist, or whether or not you're going to a ministry or a church or what do you call those Muslim places or anything, Jehovah's Witness. I don't care what it is. I don't care what kind of religious doctrine or whatever they got. I don't care. Don't give your life to them. Keep your life to yourself and you share. And if they make you feel like, who is that? Gentleman's Corner, what's up? If they make you feel like, especially, if they make you feel like that if you choose not to be a part of their thing anymore, or that relationship with that person, if they make you feel like you're a terrible, terrible person, you can't exist without them, you can't make it, run. Just like that movie, Get Out. Run. Because you're dealing with a toxic, terrible, narcissistic person who might not even be aware that they are one of those people. Okay? What's up, Cody? It's easy to lose yourself when you pick yourself back up and start living again in such an empowered feeling. Yes, it is, Nicholas. I wouldn't change, because I didn't fumble upon this. I fought like hell to get back here where I am. This is not an overnight thing. Don't look at me and think this is no fly-by-night overnight thing now. I fought for my life and I fought for myself. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Yeah, honey, this ain't no overnight thing, honey. Yes, don't accept their word as truth. Never. Never. And you can always do your research, but I want you to research you. You remember? Into the deepest rhythms and regions of your own soul, because you're spirit anyway. You've never not existed. You will never not exist. You only give your body back to the earth anyway. That takes the power of the death out of it. What do you mean, death? What you talking about? I give my body back to the earth. Energy doesn't die. It only transfers. What you mean? It's some of these ideas that we've been hearing ever since we were kids that has really kept us from, or keep us from living and going beyond and being, and then expressing ourselves, and then just doing the things that we know that we can do and that we want to do. But some of those religious ideas keep us from being able to do that. Y'all don't know where I came from. I hate to say it, but I gotta say it. I'm sorry. But I've seen people allow their leaders to steal their lives from them. And I'll give you a couple examples after I read Trucker's Wife comment. I do believe in angels because me too. I do get warnings when not to do things if I'm in a problem. I hear a voice tell me to wait, and and later I see that it saved my life by waiting and not going. I do too. I believe in that too. If you were Captain EO, I don't know what you're talking about. You learn from people every single day, yes. But the thing about it, in the religious mind, that's not true. Because there's so much us and them. I don't know if you've ever been indoctrinated before, but it's us and them. It's always the sheep and the goat. It's always the believer and the unbeliever. It's always the right and the wrong, or it's just always that. It's always that. So they minimize your world down to about that size. They minimize it down to that size. So once they finish doing that, it ain't but about two people that you're going to pay any attention to anyway. That's your leader and maybe one other person. I'm serious, y'all. So to be clear, you're not demonizing the beliefs themselves, but the people who try to weaponize it. Yes. Because the literature is for everyone. And do I believe that the literature is supposed to be and exist? Yes. My thing is, we as humans inside of this body are consciousness. It's all about when we observe and read and study the writings. It's all about what do we think, our consciousness, about that which we have read. Do we approach the literature from the position of this, I've got to obey this thing that was said by the writer? I'm saying, no, you don't. Why would you do that? It's more about, well, why did you, just like I told y'all about Ananias and Sapphira. They were wrong. The prophets, in my mind, they were wrong. And God didn't tell them no such a thing. No. See? I read it. I see what it say. But to the writer, I would say to the person who wrote it, it's a no. I pass. It's a no. That's how you do it. Right. Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. You don't go to the literature yourself, whether or not you're in an institution or you've come out the institution and now you're at home and you have your own relationship with God or whoever you call it. Some people call it the creator. Some people call God Allah. Whatever you call God, because we call God different things. Okay. So whatever you call God. So you have the literature, because we all have literature of some kind, and then you're reading it, and then this is you do it like you do the policy or the manual at your job. This is my job description. This is what I do. And if I don't do this, then I get fired. That's not how you approach the literature. You look at the literature and say, okay, well, I see what it says about women. So it says a lot of things about women, right? And so it's very misogynistic. Y'all know that. And the Bible looks down on women a lot, right? But you as a person, say if you're a man and you say, no, I love and value women. And I also know that women are strong leaders. And I think that they are able to lead, whether they're a politician, a president, or a pastor, or a CEO. That's what I think. That's how you approach the scriptures. Is why I don't want the negative energy around me. I sure don't either. Ooh, child, I done got rid of it. Nope, 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 nope. Bye. Bye. Not doing it. I feel like the mature, solid, grown, this is what I feel, but y'all don't have to feel this, way of looking at good and evil is just to accept the fact that we as humans, we are both. Seriously. One of my friends said that this pastor was sleeping with his wife, so ever since then he goes to a woman pastor now. Oh, wow. So he got, that's trauma, because when he see the other thing, he has no confidence in it. He feel, what I'm saying? He got emotions, strong emotions when he see a man pastor. Thank you guys, everybody, for hitting the like button. Can we get the likes up? And let me jump into the comments. Sonya, that's me. If the energy is off, it throws me off. I deal with all positive energy and receive positive energy. Hold on. I'm way behind. Let me tell you, there is no mistake that you are here. You have truly helped me on my life, going back to work. Enjoy the rest of your days. You too, Katrina. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, boo. I'm doing good, Miss Jenkins. We're just talking. We're just having a conversation. Y'all know about the group. Y'all know me by now. Be careful with dark feminine. She's powerful. Why you call me dark feminine? But extremely powerful, polar opposites. Talking about something you'll never comprehend. Thus, no point in sharing, because there's nothing to gain from a person who watches and doesn't comprehend. It's best to keep info to yourself. But if it's like code to someone, there's no use to use that for the other person. No advantage. Chris, what are you talking about? All right, so yeah, that's how I see it, guys. You got to accept that you're both good and evil. Why can't y'all? Okay, who accepts that? I want to see it in the chat. Who accepts that? Say, Cheryl, I cannot say that I'm evil too, that I'm evil. Cheryl, I can't say that. You do, Sonya? Thank you, Mata, Mango. Anybody else? Me. No, I won't. You look gay. Okay, thank you, Tom. Anybody else can accept that? I know I have that side. Yep. Anybody else? Because it's very provocative. You know what I'm saying? This is deep. You would have to really be able, I tell you about it later. Okay, Sonya, you would have to really look into your own soul and be able to investigate that thing. We all do. Space Cowboys say, I got that side for sure. Okay. Anybody else? You got to really be able to see yourself. You got to really, some people just choose to be ignorant and ignore it. Everybody got a little bit of evil. Damn, you need. Let's explore this together. Okay. When I meet someone that beliefs are different than mine, I just pray for God to show me the truth. I don't tell no one to follow. I tell them to seek God and shall show you. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're both. We're both. I mean, just give me 48 hours with any person. I've been saying it for years. Just let me observe you 48 hours and you not know that I'm around. That's it. Thank you, Slam Gas. It's the truth. I mean, it's being able to take a stellar look. I'm talking about this is raw. This is real. This is nothing. This is just you in a quiet room, just by yourself. Nothing else. No noise. No person. No children. No man. No nothing. Just you. You and yourself, and all the different chapters in your life. A deep look within. Yes. Period. I say it all the time. Now I can look. If you give me 48 hours and I'll be able to watch you for 48 hours, I could show you where it is. But it doesn't matter about me. I want you to see it. Speedy, what's up? I don't know what you said. Do you want judgment? You keep going alone. You're going to get it. What are you talking about? We get judgment every day. Okay? Gentleman's Corner, what's up? We get judgment every day. What you mean? You trick yourself to believing you don't get judgment? Are you crazy? Who are you afraid of? When you think in your mind of judgment, who brings the judgment? Sure, I'm about to go into a meeting. Okay, boo. I'll see you later on. Call me. In your mind, I'm saying, this is the deep lane. We have deep conversations. You say, this is not YouTube mess. This is not a panel of people who's going to spotlight this person and everybody talk about that person, what they don't like about that person, what they see, what they observe. No. This is a look into you. Okay? It's a look into you. That's what I'm here for. Okay? I bring the judgment. That's what brand of judgment. Okay. Yeah, no. My name is Cheryl. I don't do labels and titles. We don't do no stuff like that. Well, I knew that what the writer was trying to convey, that Eve and the serpent had sexual relations. I knew that, but a lot of Christians don't know that either. They still just focus on a little piece of apple. It just need to be an evolution all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Because when you was told a story as 10 years old and now you're 50, you should be able to look at that story completely different. That's the evolution. That's the growth. You know what I'm saying? So I know that my channel is not for everybody. And if you're one of those people, then, I understand. You remember when you said that you believed that the story in the Bible was wrong and that the author was wrong? Do you think it was wrong because you couldn't understand the reasoning behind it? No, ma'am. I understand the reasoning behind it because I would be in a room full of 500 people and they all pretty much thought the same, but my perspective was different. So my mind was the same as them back then. I saw it the same way that they did. But I walked away and closed the book, right? And I grew. Because you don't grow until you close. You got to close the book first. You got to have been in the book, then close it, and then go live. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being in a classroom, the book, all your life. You go close the book and then you go live. And then you go back. And then you go look again. Because the authors are saying this, this, and that, right? Which is, could be their story, could be somebody else's story, could be their truth or not. But you're living. You yourself are a book, right? So now you begin to talk about your book. Unless you just can't see into your own soul. And that might be the problem. That you really one of those people in the psychology book that talks about you're not a real person. That really you abandoned yourself when you were a child. And technically, everything about you is just bits and pieces of other people the whole time, including the information that you've read in your Bible. Why I gotta be lacking understanding? I'm not lacking any understanding. I believe the book just like the rest of you guys have. I often say this is what I say to people in my life. I know how you think. Because I used to think just like you. And I know where you are, but you don't know where I am. That's the difference. That's the difference. We like men to be themselves and be, Boris said you did, to be themselves and to be a real person. Yolanda says, sure, you are so right. I thought it was me questioning, but learned as I got older. Next chapter. Okay. What? I know exactly how you think. I've read the story Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I've read all those stories. The story of Nebuchadnezzar. I've read all the stories, just like you. And I believed them just like you too. I know how you think and feel, because I used to. I believe religion is better used as a metaphor. As soon as you take every word in a story as gospel and truth, you fall into the most common pitfalls of religion. Oh. But this is the deep lane, though. And some of you guys will just have to learn. You're watching from Bangladesh? Cheryl Boo, the color is giving. Hey, Cara, girl. Hey, girl. We have one of them deep conversations, girl. It's getting deeper and deeper every day. And this is my thing. No matter where we are on our journey, you know, we all have been given the privilege to live in this time, right? And then after a while, you know, our life lease will be up. And that's not scary. It's not provocative. It's cool. It's part of the agreement, right? But while we're here, I just want us to evolve. That's right. That's all. That's it. The only person that knows about God is God. And he knows what is true in the Bible. So a lot of people don't know what actually is going on. Now, how would that be fun for God? Tyree? Tyree, what? What do you mean? Tyree, what's going on? Why would that be any fun? For you to be the only person that knows what's going on. Nobody else knows. That's how I don't like that. Tyree, I don't like that course of thinking. I've subscribed and liked you to make my day. Hey, Grayson. I didn't mean to ask a personal attack on your understanding, but you'll often find people who reject things they don't understand, comprehend. I don't know, you just feel in the room. Okay, I get you, but I do. People do that, but I do understand. I know, I understand biblically all the biblical concepts as they were taught to me years ago, and as I read and understood and loved myself at the time. So I understood it. I understood the concept of the King James Bible and the Old Testament God versus the New Testament and the transition that took place the apostles and the prophets in the New Testament, and John on the end with the book of Revelation, I do understand. And Angelica, what's up, girl? My morning is pretty good. We having a deep conversation. We're trying to keep it as light as we can, because my thing is I don't want to, I don't want to take away from the quality of anybody's life. The whole point, but this is I gotta be honest and say that part of what I do is heavy, and it can provoke some negative emotions. The biggest one would be fear, which I despise. The fear, because we've been handed fear over like a big ass birthday cake. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody just eat it up. Just eat the fear. Just eat the fear. And we already know what fear does to us. You know what I'm saying? So, I hate it. 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 And then people do this. Well, Grabowski, you're having these deep lane conversations and you're not subscribing to what we all were taught, and there is judgment associated with it, and you should be scared because things are going to happen to you. Things happen to everybody. See, that's a reality that folks need to accept. That's just life. That's just life. Things happen. I wish there was some real formula that we had that would exempt us from experiencing some bad things. But that's the duality that I talked about in the beginning of the life. You're going to have some wonderful days, and then you're going to have some not so wonderful days. But it's all good, because the bad days make the good days better. And yet almost every religion takes their truth from a book written by man, copied by man, changed by man. I appreciate the ideals and metaphors of religion. I do too. And they have added to the quality of my life. And I've said that many times before, because some people say God is white, some people say God is black. People don't know what color God is really. And so does it matter? I think to some people it does, but they won't admit it. Because what do you think? Okay, if you're dealing with a really, really, say for instance, y'all, this is just for example, if you're dealing with a good Christian, right? The person is mostly good. We'll give them a 90% good, but they don't like black people. But they're really Christian, good people to the people that they've been around in their life, but they're not around black people. But then they get to heaven, but then Jesus is black. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Would Jesus turn that person away? What do you think? This person is racist, but they're a good person. And they're really good to the people that's around them. Jeff says, hello, pretty lady. Much love from West Virginia. Hey, Jeff. Thank you, boo. What? I don't have a religion, Logan. I don't have a religion. I'm outside of religion. I'm outside. Our religion is a box, Logan. That's what doctrine is. It's a set of rules and scriptures that box you in. Box you in meaning what? Box you in, Cheryl, what does box you in mean? That means that it's a set of rules and ideas and scriptures that keep you from thinking outside of it. It has a formula and it's exact. And if you do anything or think anything outside of that thing, then you're wrong and you're real bad and you're going to go to the bad place. That's what religion is. I'm not a part of religion. I think what I want. I ask questions as I want. I believe what I want. Right? That you got that doctrine, that religion, that box. Okay? Because you don't have the privilege of thinking outside of that structure. Okay? You don't. Because if you talk, say for instance, we're having a conversation with 10 indoctrinated Christians. Indoctrinated means they have that format that they believe in, that they all share what the Trinity is, what the Trinity does, how you're going to be safe with God, how you're not, how you're supposed to live and how you're not. So they have this thing. If you do or say anything outside of that structure, then you are wrong. So I'm not a part of religion. I'm not a part of it. Cheryl, you cannot take. You give if you don't have God. They don't have life. Keep it up. I love you. And messages your voice, girl. We need more people like you. Oh, well, thank you, boo. I'm trying to show, and I'm only sharing myself, guys, and my experience. That's all. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But any person that I've ever had close to me, I've loved and I've known or I know. Religion, the church is no different. I was in the system. I loved it. And I gave my all to it like I would an individual. A lover, my child, same thing. So I know it. Do you see what I'm saying? So I know the doctrine. I know what it's like to have a mind, certain type of mind. And as you go by a certain type of thing. So you can't think outside of that or you're going to get in trouble. What type of person do you think I was when I asked the question about your understanding? Well, I didn't put much thought into it because you know what I'm saying? I just got so much stuff on the screen. But a person that's curious, I guess. You wanted to know, more about me. I wish I could sit down and tell you my story. Email me, grabowskisheryl4@gmail.com. Fear is a greater emotion than love. What do you mean greater? It's not a greater emotion than love. It's not. However, it seems that we all can get into the fucking fear, but we can't get into the love like we're supposed to. I wonder why. But we're all, so many of us, millions, hundreds of millions are so religious, but yet and still we can't find the love. And God is what? Love. I wonder why. But we all got religion, but religion is fear-based. That is the foundation of it anyway. It's this angry God who's going to get you, who's making a list. He checking it twice. He going to find out if you naughty or nice. That's the whole compass. That's the whole thing. But I'm saying the opposite of that. I'm saying we're here. We're spiritual. We're on a journey. And it's all good. You see what I'm saying? You learning, you're living, you're loving. And I ain't worried about no scary God doing nothing to me. I'm just not. For what? For what? Not to say God is not powerful, but I'm saying I don't, God ain't like that. I don't have a religion. That's what I'm saying. Made by me and sin by God. I'm not scared. People just don't know the truth. They know the truth and what they were being taught. We're not talking about what's been taught, Tyree. The whole conversation I'm having today is outside of literature. Do you see what I'm saying? People do know what they've been taught, though, because the brain, and I teach on this channel, you are not your brain. You have one. You are consciousness, but your brain has learned some things, yeah. In order, did you not know, Tyree, in order for you to unlearn things, that you have to do that on purpose, unless you come down with dementia. But other than that, you have to unlearn the same way that you were learned. Did you not know that? Because the brain is going to hold you to that which you have learned, because it's an organ. It does its own thing. Okay? It thinks. You are not your brain, though. You are consciousness. Okay? That right there should be the most liberating thing that I've said to you guys the whole morning. That you are not your brain. You are consciousness. You are not your brain. So I know what church is. I know what the Bible is, but half of the stuff is not true. Black and white doesn't matter. To some people, it does. They live their whole life according to black and white. That's not what the literature says, Jeff. That's not what the literature say. I'm not talking about what your Bible say now. I'm not talking about what your pastor say. I'm talking about what your literature says. Because the book of Romans don't say that. I'm not Christian, but I love all religion. Prior, you don't think, but that's not what the doctrines say. And so I'll end the live with this. I'll end the live with this. What I found out was, for the average Christian, they really don't know what their Bible says. They don't know the doctrine, really. They really know more of what was preached to them versus what. If you're going to be talking about Jesus, then you have to be in the New Testament for the most part. You have to be there. And then you got to go on beyond Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and get into what the apostles are saying after the Holy Spirit is loose in the earth and Jesus goes back to the Father. When you get up into those books, you will see what I'm talking about. You cannot be safe with the literature because it gives no place for safety. It makes you safe and then it takes it back. It makes you safe, then it takes it back. It makes you safe, then it takes it back. It makes you safe, then it takes it back. And if you think about the preachers, that's what they do at church. They make you feel safe, then they take it back. They make you feel safe, then they take it back. They make you feel safe, then they take it back. Then the last book of the Bible is the book of John, where he speaks on 3 different judgments. We're still, after Jesus comes and dies for the remission of your sins, then you are still got to face the final judgment on the end. From Genesis to Revelation, there's no safety. Now, if I have to tell y'all about so many Christians and men and women of God on a high level on their deathbed not feeling safe, then I will. Now, they've done 30, 40, 50, 60 years, okay? And they're not regular church people. They're at the top of the line. And then at the end of their journey, they don't feel safe. From Genesis to Revelation, there's no safety in the book. It's a gamble. And I think it was meant to be that way because you're just dealing with humans. You know what I'm saying? And they don't feel safe. So they're not going to write safety. How are you going to get safety with people who are writing the literature and they themselves don't feel safe? They never feel the type of confidence in God that I feel like that you can have. Because I feel like I have it now. It was never about the literature anyway, even though they wrote. Now, you can go to one of the books in the Bible and you can have 10 verses. And then the pastor exegete that 10 verses and closes the book and you're safe. But if you take your Bible home and you open it up and you turn to Colossians 5 and 9, then you're not going to feel safe because it's going to say something completely different. It's going to give you a list of things, 15 things, and you've done 9 of them. So there's no safety in it. That's why I tell y'all, you got to get to the place. And I love every last one of y'all. And thank y'all for coming this morning. You've got to get to the place where you got to close the book. Because it's fear-based. And it makes you scared. Those are the emotions. It's no different than going to a damn movie. And the writer has written the movie out. They've written the movie, the director and everything. The movie is done. You watch the whole movie and you walk out of there and you feel some type of way. And you say, oh, it's just a movie. Well, your book is that same way. That's where the movie people at the theater get it from. They get it from the writings. You know what I'm saying? You write these scary stories. And you know, you write about this temperamental God who's mad at humans. So that's what you got. There's no safety. There's no safety. There's no safety. Unless you just, you know, your whole experience is within 10 verses when you got 66 books. You see what I'm saying? There's no safety in it. I'm telling you right now, you can go search and find, you do all you want, and do that. Do that if you want, but there's no safety. There's no security in it. That's why the safest place for you is in the regions and rhythms of your own soul. Knowing that you are a spirit being in this lifetime. That you came here this lifetime into the body that you have now. That you've probably lived many a lifetimes before. And you will live after this experience too. There's no such a thing as not existing. What do you mean? Do you believe that God can die? No, you don't. Well, what do you think you are? You think that you just borrowed a little piece of spirit and that God takes it back? Well, if God takes it back, then he takes it back into himself. See what I'm saying? That scary thing, that monster that everybody talks about, the evil, and it's not real. Good morning to America from 1822 hours. Okay, right. Good morning. What's up, Dan? Fear-based. And when we talk about it, we can feel those negative emotions. But that's what you got from the literature and the preachers. Not to mention the purpose of it was to control people and dominate people anyway. That was the whole purpose. I will always love and believe in the Lord within myself. I've seen a whole lot. So you call God or life force Lord. That's just what you call, you know what I'm saying? Everybody identify with whatever, but the whole point of it is, and some of y'all may have never experienced it, so I'm just not talking to you guys, but for you people who have been captivated by religion, I'm here for you. You don't have to worship it, and you don't have to serve people. You don't have to do that. Thank you, Lola Queen Bee. I appreciate your subscription. You don't have to do that. I've come all this way to let you know that you don't have to do that. And you don't have to be afraid. If somebody can get you scared of something, they done defeated you anyway. That's how people do in relationships sometimes. They scare you to pieces and you're scared to leave. I was scared to leave church. I really was. I was scared to death. I was part of a Pentecostal denomination too. Them people spoke curses on you. Yes, they did. This is 20 years ago though. They spoke curses, but this is the thing. They spoke curses on people and they died. Sure did. They spoke curses on people, and what they said about those people came to pass. Sure did. I've seen it in real life. I've seen it so many times. And I said, Lord have mercy. How is that? What happened? How is that they spoke a curse on people and it came to pass? Did God do that, or did they do it, or what happened? Yeah. So I think what happened is that you can't pretend to you can't walk away and still have all that stuff in your heart. You too, Shelton. You're trying to conquer fears. Okay, let me show you how. You can't walk away from that system. Because y'all know how the brain is. Let me tell you about the brain. That's why I keep telling you guys, you are not your brain, you have one. You've got to be able to separate consciousness from brain. This is the brain, right? This is consciousness. Consciousness is above the brain, about right here. This is you. This is your brain right here. And this is consciousness. So you say, sure, what is consciousness? Consciousness is the God. It's the eternal you. It's the infinite you. It's the one, it's you before you inherited this body. It'll be you when you leave this body. Consciousness. You are not your brain. So the brain has remembered things, right? Then you got your sensory nervous system that's connected to the brain. And say, for instance, you're dealing with the fear. You know that this life that you're living of this religion, because it's extreme religion, right? Or you could be indoctrinated by a narcissist in a relationship. And this is not for everybody. So if it's not for you, I'll see you on the next live stream. But I'm going to stay right here because I feel like I'm supposed to say this. So you could be in a toxic relationship with a person who's hurting you and taking away from the quality of your life, but you want to get out, but the fear is so strong. Or it could be religious wise. So you could be dealing with both things. So listen. You can't just walk away and coddle the fear. You got to get rid of the fear. The fear has got to go. So what cancels out fear? Love, faith, confidence. Cheryl, what is that? Love, faith, and confidence in who? Going back to the beginning. In your creator. Or the author, finisher, the person in charge of everything, right? Because that's how you came into your body. So if you owe anything, that's where you owe it to, right? So this is the thing. God ain't mad with you. Why is this person mad with you? God ain't trying to take nothing from you. Why is this person hurting you? This is not the will of God to be going through this pain with this person. God wants you to be free. Okay, so when you fall in love with that idea, then it's going to cancel out the fear. Because the love, the confidence, and the faith that you have for your journey and what you came here for, and that you can do this thing, that you are enough, just you. But you're never alone though. So people say, Cheryl Grabowski, you're single. Are you lonely? Fuck no. Are you crazy? No, I'm not lonely. When I'm in the bedroom by myself, I'm not lonely. There is no by myself. There's no by myself. What do you mean? I'm in this body with several lifetimes, in the regions and rhythms of my own soul. This is one of the things that I do. I visualize myself as a planet. Some people visualize themselves as a universe, but I'm going to say a planet. So I've visualized myself as a planet. So on my planet, I have some type of thing that I'm sitting in that I can explore the planet. I could ride it or I could fly it. Okay? And so over the landscape of my planet and all the different parts, just like our earth, then I explore the regions of my soul, and I do that in my lifetime. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Not in a terrible relationship with somebody. Not at a church where you can't live your life because you got to go all the time. You got to be on the auxiliary all the time. You got to take care of the pastor all the time. You got to deal with the children over there at the Sunday school all the time. You so busy between work and church, you ain't even lived. Or you so busy catering to a person inside of a relationship that you can't even be a fucking adult because you got to tell them where you going, when you coming back, what you can do and what you can't do. You've been enslaved inside your own life. You did not come here to live like that. So, you got to love source, you got to love you, and you got to love life, and you got to figure this shit out. Now be very patient and be very diligent and think your way out of this thing. Think your way out. No enslaving. This life is too beautiful to be unhappy. And especially if you are able to move around and you have your being. You know what I mean? Don't do it. I'm telling you, because someone said, I was looking at a TikTok this morning and it was like, earth can be like a hell. And I really thought about that. And I was like, I think so. Because if y'all think about some of the things, you're welcome, Lola. If you think about some of the things that we have experienced in this lifetime and some other people, just imagine. Imagine what's going on in some of them countries where war is going on right now. And you got a beautiful 5-year-old little girl with beautiful eyes and beautiful hair. And she's playing with her toys, but she can hear bombs at the same time. But we don't hear. Thank you, Terry. We don't hear bombs. I don't hear nothing. I'm sitting here in my living room and the sun is shining outside with all that beautiful greenery out there. I'm on YouTube talking to y'all. Y'all are in y'all houses and everything's cool. You see what I'm saying? But some people can experience hell here. And if you in a bad relationship or you part of a ministry of any sort and you are part of a ministry of any sort and they are taking away, anybody is taken away from the quality of your life, then I want you to do something about that. Because everybody's world is not dangerous. Oh my God. Some of the people that I'm gazing upon and some of the folks that I have relationships with, they have beautiful lives. And even though bombs are going off on our planet, but a part of their world, their day by day, it's not happening. You choose how you live in this life. It's up to you. And don't let nobody tell you that life got to be bad. Don't let nobody tell you that you got to experience some type of doomsday, because you do not. That's what they say. Let them live it. You live what you want. You decide what you want to do and how you want to live it. Thank you, Eternity Lewis. Shit. You might feel like you want to plant a bunch of flowers on your deck and put out some beautiful vases and some beautiful flowers and go out there and play you some jazz and have you a glass of wine. You create that. You're the creator of your own world. If the news get on your nerves, turn it off. Don't listen to it. If somebody get on your nerves, don't answer your phone. Don't answer it. Took me a long time, many years, because y'all know I'm 53, to make it to this place. You're welcome, Prior. The Creator gave you your body. and put you in this life at this time. It's yours. Please live it the way that you want. It's on you. It's on you. You cannot say, I don't want you to say that you allowed someone to take away from the quality of your life, or you allowed someone to keep you from getting in your car and driving 5 hours away and just going to this location that you want to go to and experience this thing with who or whatever. I don't want you to say that you allowed somebody to stop you from doing that. No. You figure it out. Give yourself 6 months, 5 months, a year. Figure it out. We're on the same planet, but we don't live the same life. Don't let nobody tell you that. Because I know damn well Cheryl Grabowski is not experiencing what Tyler Perry experienced, even though we living in the same year, in the same time, in the same month. But we are not living the same life. Ain't no fucking way. No. No. We all are on an individual journey into the deepest rhythms and regions of our own soul. And you're the captain of your own ship. And if you are not, then I need you to figure it out and figure out how to get back in control of your own ship. Yeah. That's what I want for you guys. Yeah. Because people say life is short. I think we really say that. I think we have enough years, but I think we say life is short because we won't live it. We won't live it. Y'all hit the like button. Can y'all get the live up? Get the thumbs up for me. Hey, Terrence. Oh, y'all pulled a lot of energy out of me today. Ooh. But I give it though. I freely give it. I do. It's my pleasure. Y'all thumbs up the live. Let's hit the 3 dots on the screen. I'm getting ready to go get me some lunch now. Hit the 3 dots on the screen, guys, and thumbs up the live. I need a safe way out, but I am hopeful. Listen, take your time. Prior, you needed that. I'm glad I gave it to you, girl. Listen, plan. I feel like I can feel you through the screen. Take your time and do it right. Where's the link to join? Let's see. I know, missing little girl. Ooh, girl, I feel life all over me. I literally feel life. I think he can come up. I'm not sure. Bruce, see if you could hit the link. Oh my God. Spectacular. Hello. Hello, guys. Can y'all hit the 3 dots on the screen and like the video, please? You too. Have an amazing day. Did he figure it out? I sent the link. I'm waiting. Thank you, LeBron. I've given so much wonderful energy and information today, and I deserve a like, don't you think? Thank you, Lola. You are so welcome, darling. I think I'm gonna have a guest. He's not in the chat, so he might be trying to get up here. What's up, Callie? What's up, Mariah? Can y'all subscribe to the channel? Hit the like button. This is a fantastic place. We just had a session as we're called the Deep Laners over here. It's a life class. Everybody doesn't agree with me, but for the most part, it's a positive place. Um, well, man, let me see if I can call Mr. Bruce. Let's see. He's on the phone. Maybe he can't. Hello? Thank you, Lola. Lolo. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. What, the link didn't work? All right, so I'm gonna end the live and come back. I'm gonna send you the link. I gotta end it because I'm in the streaming app, so there's no way to add you. Let me see. Yeah, but I did it from the beginning. Right, but I did that in the beginning. Um, I could if I'd have started off that way because it gives me the option to share the screen, but I'm already inside of the app, so um no, I see the link, but I'm saying it won't do that now because we're already live. So I have to end. It doesn't matter. They're gonna come back anyway. I copied it and sent it to you, and then it took you to the page, right? Yeah, that's the only one that's available on the screen. What's up, Fight Vids? Okay, Lola. So, but I mean, I could easily end it and just start another stream. Because normally I do 2 sessions anyway. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Oh, God, you would have loved to be in this conversation. Oh, my God, because you can imagine where it went, right? Yes. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil is you. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, well, just let me start the live. All right, listen, y'all. I'm going to start the live over, and you're going to be on screen. Where are you? So, okay, so I'll go get some food, and then I'll call you. All right, so let me see what time it is. It's 1:46. So, y'all, I'll be back at 2:30. I'll call you at 2:30. We'll do a stream. Okay, bye. All right, y'all. We'll be back at 2:30 because Bruce want to have he want to chime in on the conversation. But anyway, love y'all to pieces, and I'll see y'all at 2:30. Bye, Pryor. Love you, girl. Thank y'all for staying with me because y'all know it be a whole lot going on. But anyway, y'all know we the deep laners, so sometimes we got to go there sometimes. But I just want y'all to know, don't get it twisted. Because Cheryl love God. Sure do. That's my bestie. That's who saved my life. Ooh, honey. When all them folks came for me, when all them folks came for me because Cheryl won't do what they want me to do, and all these gifts and talents that I have, they wanted all my goodies for themselves, and I said no, and I meant it. Bye, guys. See y'all at 2:30.